Yeah, welcome back, and now we have another topic. We want to declare functions in arrays. So we want an array of functions. To do that, what we'll do is we will define a couple of more functions and put them in an array. We have already done the square function. Let's do double and times 5. Once it's done, we'll put them in an array and see how to access them and how to invoke them. Okay, let's go back to our dev console. Here it is, and I'm sure our square is already defined, so I'll ignore that. Let me declare another function named, uh, I think I'm using uh, like double. We'll just declare a function named double. So, and if it is a function named double, it will take some parameter. Let's pass that. Okay, and then what we do is we will return. We'll return a plus a, right? And that's it. So this is a very simple function. Its name is double. So when I call double, it says it's a function, and then I invoke it using this. Remember how to invoke it. So a double of 4 is 8. Let's try something else. So let us write another function. Let me clear it. Okay, that doesn't delete it from the memory. The function double is still there. Okay, so don't worry about that. Now let's go ahead and let me check. It's still there. Okay, so I'll say double 7, 14. Yeah, so it's all there. So now you have to declare another function name times 5 or 6, whatever, and then it takes a parameter. So I'll say a parameter. I'm just saying b as a parameter. You can even go ahead and say a, right? I'm returning b times 5, right? And the end of the statement I'll do this, and the definition is correct. And then if I say times 5 and I pass 9, it's 45. So I have 3 functions now, right? And what do we have to do? We have to put these 3 functions in an array. How do you do that? You declare a variable named my f array or any name, and then use the square brackets, okay? And then separate the function names with commas. Very simple. So I go ahead and take this. I'll clear my screen just to have a clean board. Now in the clean console, I'll just go ahead and declare variable my f array or any name, okay? And I'm assigning it to like this. And within that, I'll put my elements. What are my elements? First, I did square. So I have square, then I have double, and then I have times 5, right? If I have these 3 things in an array, and I just type my f array, what is it? Yeah, it says there are 3 functions. Let me expand this and see what is it. It says there are 3 functions. At the 0th index, you have a square, and the first you have a double, and then you have a times. Notice that they all are indicated with f, which means that it knows it's a function, right? So we have defined 3 functions. Now, if I have to go to a particular index, so how do I go to a particular index? In that, if I just use, say, 1, that's the second index, okay, because it starts from 0. So what is there in 1? It's a function. And what is that function? Double, right? So 0, 1, 2. So what is there at 0 then? So let's check what is at 0, and as you expect, it will be a square. Now the question to you is, how will you go ahead and invoke the function? So what we can learn from this is, to invoke it, you need to pass something like this. So what is, in the beginning, it is square, right? The first function at 0th index is square. So when I'm passing 5, it is 25. So if I take the second one, which is at index 1, it is double. And if it is the third position with index 2, it is 25, because 5 times 5 is 25, right? So now what we have seen in this video is that you can have arrays in a functions, and then when you access using the array elements, at particular index, you get back the function definition. To invoke it, you would need this, right? That's all for functions in arrays, and we'll see the next feature in the next video.